Yes, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Mko fiti? Welcome to the pod. Today they call me VDJ Pondis, aka Ulebo Dr. Wezidu, aka Ulebo Madhako alikuona against. Hello. Yo, Nico, so excited. You know, I feel nice. It is amazing at least having you people on this amazing platform. So if you're in this new pod, actually we are not new. Yo, yesterday alone as I was checking my Spotify, we have 27 episodes already on Spotify. So is it season 3? This is episode 4. You guys kukomonga. Welcome to the solo ride. Yeah, to all the people who don't know me, my name is VDJ Pondis, aka Ulebo Dr. Wezidu, aka Ulebo Madhako alikuona against Kama Dawa. This is Pondis podcast. Now before,
let's go. This is your radio. Your station. Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
Pondis radio. Hotter than that thing. Yeah, nilikuwa nataka kusema before anything, tuko live ndani ya Pondis radio. This is hotter than that thing. Yo, today nakwambia leo conversation ya leo ni fire. You guys, do you know why? Because the discussions we are about to have today ndani ya Pondis podcast, you will love it. You know, we always have unfiltered raw conversations, and as always siwangushi. Leo niko solo ride, napiga vile inafaa. Yo, kama hujaingia pale Spotify, manze ingia Spotify, search si lazima uko na app again. Ukiona app, better advantages za kuwa na app. It's, you know, having an Spotify app or an Audiomack app, you can download our episodes. The best thing about Spotify that I love, if you have the app already in your phone, you can download the clip and listen to it later in your free time offline. Tuko sawa mpaka hapo, you guys? So in case you are driving, in case you're doing anything, uko pale kwa work, vaa earphone, let's do this today. Yo, nimesema kama hujatufuata on Audiomack Spotify, we are now on Patreon officially. Tuko wapi kwingine? Tuko AfriPods. Yo, kila mahali nimewapromise we are coming through. In a few tutakuwa pale YouTube Music. Ingia all the socials, all the platforms, audio search Pondis podcast, utatupata. Hello. Yo, utongo Spotify, Audiomack, ingia. Si lazima uko na app, as I said earlier, ingia pale kwa web browser, search. Unaona vile unaingia pale una search to normally search Pondis podcast. Yo, then sign in with the Google account, then follow us. You can be able to listen to all our amazing conversations. Yo, in case you missed anything, we've had a lot of stories. Tumekuwa na story ya Reverend Daniel, the gay story ya Reverend Daniel, you know, being gay and in the altar, you know, and what happened after, you know, ilikuwa fire, you guys. We've had commongarization sessions with akina Kendall pale Malik. Kama hujazisikiza, you guys, sijui unangoja nini, you guys. We've had friendly banter with akina Josh, Wayne, Josh, Gishombe, God's will. Ingia pale again, listen to that thing. Komonga hiyo kitu vile inafaa. Yo, we've actually had amazing episodes, and I believe, in case you're new here, you know what? We have so many amazing episodes. Just go to our channel, that is Pondis podcast. Yo, on all the platforms I've mentioned, that is Spotify, Audiomack, Patreon, AfriPods. You know, you'll get us there. I promise you, by today tutakuwa pale YouTube Music. Yo. Before I nianze anything, ladies and gentlemen, this is... Take you guys, I need you people to gonga vi serious this year.
Oh my god.
Mutapata kijana kwa Isamu.
Anasema ni Spotify.
Welcome to Pondis podcast.
Oh my god.
You guys, we are on Spotify and on Audiomack.
My point is, you can't love someone in seconds.
Minta kupiga hug you guys, we sit, we eat, or whatever, we have a good time.
This is Pondis podcast, where we give you nothing but the truth. Are you looking for a platform to advertise your business or service?
As one of the fastest growing podcasts around, we don't just run ads, we spread your gospel. We are looking for brands to grow with us, walk the journey with us, and reach an audience that is actually listening. To advertise your products, business, or services on this platform at an insanely friendly price, call or WhatsApp +254 103 006 263. At Pondis Media, we are committed because you deserve the best. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pondis podcast. Yo, in case you want to sponsor, in case you want to partner with us, in case you want to advertise your product, services, or business on this platform, it is very simple. You can WhatsApp or text or call this number +254 103 006 263. I repeat, +254 103 006 263. Come through. Let's be able to grow together. Yo, shout out to all the people, manze. Me nowadays, naingia pale Audiomack, naingia pale Spotify. Yo guys, the numbers are rising vile inafaa. Thank you peeps. Today, are you ready for the conversation? Inakwambia mtapenda you guys, because I've never like gone deeper into this topic, but over if you've listened to my TikTok lives, or normally a lot of things we do, maybe slightly I've talked about this on radio slightly, but mostly I talk about this particular topic on my TikTok page. Are you ready for the conversation today? Today, we are discussing something simple. Niko nakomonga kitu solo ride, but as always nikipiga solo ride, I know I'm not alone. I'm with you, sindo? Leo unajua nakupenda. I love you, sindo? Yo, so today, I don't know whether to call it a topic or a discussion, but today, our topic, our commungarization session. Reasons why every man should masturbate once a day and smoke weed at least once a week. Reasons why every man should masturbate once a day and smoke weed once a week. Mko na mimi? Hello. So discussions around lifestyle habits like masturbation and bang use often involves a mix of physical health, mental well-being, and personal moderations. So I want us to look vitu mbili tatu. Masturbation. We've talked about this before. Masturbation is something that research has proven that at least 95% of men have or masturbate, have or still masturbate, have masturbated before or masturbate. The frequency again, it's different for every individual. There are people who masturbate once a month. There are people who masturbate daily. There are people who masturbate twice. So the frequency again of these habits, both smoking and masturbation, differs from different individuals, because we can't say like all of them are the same. There are people who do it daily. There are people who take some break. So today, one of the most frequent cited medical reasons for regular ejaculation is its potential link to prostate health. So masturbation or frequent ejaculation. Research again has proven that at least every man should at least masturbate 21 times a month to reduce or lower the risk of getting prostate cancer later in life. Are we together? Every man should. Every man should at least masturbate or ejaculate 21 times a month to reduce or lower the risk of developing prostate cancer later in life. System flush. It is often described as a way to flush out potentially harmful substances or old fluids from the prostate gland. Regular activity can help maintain the tone of the pelvic floor muscles, which are crucial for sexual function and bladder control. Before I get to like all the reasons hapa nataka tuangalie one or two things. Using bang on a weekly basis is often viewed through the lens of hormetic stress, giving the body a small dose of a substance to trigger a positive response without causing dependency. Manipata. Let me repeat that again. Using bang on a weekly basis rather than daily is often viewed through the lens of hormetic stress, giving the body a small dose of a substance to trigger a positive response without causing dependency. A once a week schedule prevents the build-up of a high tolerance, ensuring that the plant's effects remain potent and effective when used. Occasional use can help manage systemic inflammation and minor muscle recovery after a week of physical labor or exercise. Let's look at mental health and stress management. Masturbation provides a quick reset for the nervous system. The release of endorphins can act as a natural sedative, helping with sleep quality and immediate stress reduction. You know, normally when you squeeze, normally when you nyonga, those are terms for masturbation. When you squeeze, when you nyonga, you know, the release of endorphins can act as a natural sedative, helping with sleep quality and immediate stress reduction. A weekly smoke session can act as a psychological punctuation mark. It allows for deeper level of introspection and a sensory shift that helps separate the work week from personal time. Hello. Kumbuka tunaangalia, in case you're new here or in case you're joining in right now, in the middle of this conversation we're talking, we're discussing, we're having, you know, candid discussions on reasons why every man should at least masturbate once a day and smoke weed once a week. The reason I'm having this conversation today, don't judge me. The reason I'm having this conversation today is because I had a conversation with two doctors, different doctors, who don't know each other, and they mentioned this. One, you know, the first doctor mentioned this in passing and said, you know, smoking bang is healthy, but not too much of it. So I got curious and I asked, you know, as a media personality, you know, when we are curious, we ask questions. So I asked and we came up with that. Then I asked a different doctor his opinion on the same topic. If you're a doctor out here, maybe you agree with us or not, but at least if you're a doctor, you let me know what you think about this thing. Or if you've heard of this, let me know again. Where are we? Anxiety and perspective. Both habits are known to lower cortisol levels. Both masturbation and smoking bang are known to lower cortisol levels. For many, the occasional use of bang provides a different perspective on problems encountered during the week, fostering a sense of mental decluttering. So let's look at importance of balancing these two. Are we together? Moderate the use of whatever you or whatever, you know, just moderate these. Again, we know too much consumption of something is harmful to your health. So if these habits begin to interfere with daily responsibilities, social relationships, or physical energy levels, the benefits are often negated. Are we together? If these habits begin to interfere with daily responsibilities, social relationships, or physical energy levels, the benefits are often negated. Everyone reacts differently. Again, now we know this. Each individual is different. That's why you've heard of people who can just drink like a tot of alcohol and they black out, and there are people who can drink mzinga zimefuatana kaa 50 and they're okay. So everyone reacts differently. For some, even once a week use of bang can trigger anxiety, and for others, daily masturbation might lead to temporary decrease in sexual drive with a partner. The goal of such routine is usually to achieve a state of homeostasis, balancing biological urges and mental stress to maintain a high quality of life. Again, so I asked a question earlier on, and I asked a professional this question. Nikamwambia, in as much as doctors have described, or the doctors I've talked to at least, they've told me that every man should at least masturbate once a day and smoke bang once a week. So I asked again, how best do we now balance these two? And I got to know in everything that you do, there's always the good sides and the negative. So let's look at the pros and cons, that is the advantage and limitations of both masturbating and smoking bang. So let's start with masturbation. I talked about, if you haven't listened to our previous episode with Malik, Commongarization session, go there. I talked about 50 health benefits of masturbation. So today, I'm just doing 2. Prostate health, frequent ejaculation, that is several times a week. Again, kumbuka research imesema at least every man should masturbate 21 times a month. Is associated with a lower risk of prostate cancer in some medical studies. Masturbation helps with the sleep and reducing stress. The release of oxytocin and dopamine acts as a natural sedative, helping you to fall asleep faster and lowering immediate cortisol levels. Cortisol is stress levels. Again, masturbation helps maintain pelvic floor muscle tone and can assist in understanding your own body's response, which can improve stamina and sexual confidence. Are we together? Let's look at maybe few cons of masturbation. We looked at 50 pros. So today we're just touching on bits. Cons of masturbation: desensitization, that is number 1. Over frequent or aggressive habits can sometimes lead to reduced sensitivity, making it harder to reach climax with a partner. Desensitization. Let me repeat. Over frequent or aggressive habits can sometimes lead to reduced sensitivity, making it harder to reach climax with a partner. Are we together? Another disadvantage or another limitation, compulsive behavior. For some, it can become a primary coping mechanism for boredom or sadness, leading to brain fog or lack of motivation to seek out real-world social and sexual connections. That is a compulsive behavior. Number 3, we're just looking at bits of it. Psychological guilt. Depending on personal or cultural beliefs, some individuals experience a hangover of guilt or shame that can negatively impact mood. I heard Emmanuel Kisiangani talking about this the other day. In case you don't know Emmanuel Kisiangani, just Google the name Emmanuel Kisiangani. You will know who I'm talking about. So Manu was saying that he stopped kuchapa, he stopped masturbation because ali realize akishaifanya the feeling is good while doing it, but akishamwaga ana feel bad. So that's what we're talking about, the psychological guilt. So let's look at few pros of bang, or cannabis sativa, cannabis, the weed itself. Pain and inflammation, that is pro number 1. It's highly effective for managing chronic pain, muscle soreness after workout, and general systemic inflammation. That is advantage number 1. Kumbuka, we are not diving deeper into like detailed pros, cons, or just this conversation. I just picked a few notes from our medics, what they told me. This is according to professionals. Again, this is not according to me as a person. Kidogo mseme kivu not to mislead you guys. I'm not misleading anybody. This is according to professionals. So I picked different notes. I've simplified this as much as possible so that we can be able to look at different things. It is highly effective for managing chronic pain, muscle soreness after workout, and general systemic inflammation. Number 2, many users of bang find that it helps with de-stressing after a long week, offering a different perspective on life problems and enhancing creativity. That is mental expansion. That is, one of the advantages of bang. Number 3 advantage is appetite and nausea. It is well known aid for those struggling with appetite loss or digestive discomfort. It is a well known aid for those struggling with appetite loss or digestive discomfort. Are we together? So let's look at a few cons of bang. Again, I've simplified this as much as I can. In case you need like a very detailed article, I'll link you up to these doctors. Just ongea na mimi pale WhatsApp. Tell me niaje Kevo, I need to know more. And again, I'll link you up. So disadvantage or con number 2 or limitation number 2 of smoking bang: respiratory and heart health. If smoked, it can irritate the lungs. Again, if smoked, it can irritate the lungs. It also temporarily increases heart rate, which may be risky for some or for those with underlying heart conditions. If smoked, it can irritate the lungs. It also temporarily increases heart rate, which may be risky for those with underlying heart conditions. Again, these are according to professionals. This is not according to Kevo. Number 3, the amotivational risk. While it helps with relaxation, frequent use can lead to a state of complacency where one feels okay with doing nothing. Have you ever been just lazy? You feel just okay to being in your space. Some call it meditation, potentially stalling personal or professional goals. Another biggest con of I feel like even masturbation and smoking bang dependency, like that's a very huge con or disadvantage for both dependency. So let's look at bang. Though less addictive than other substances, users can develop a psychological dependence, finding it difficult to relax or enjoy activities without being high. Are we together? So those are just a few things. Kumbuka, we've limited this to a number of things. I know most of us do chapa, most of us do that, and most of us do smoke bang. But then nowadays it's so hard when they're in any particular setting of hangout, of bash, call them anything, house parties, whatever. It's so difficult. It's rare getting into those spaces and finding people not smoking. Nowadays, people smoke. Bang. Others go harder. I didn't know like cocaine is a thing and heroin is a thing till I heard in some house parties people wanapiga kitu like normally. So pale kwa club manze unapata wase wanapiga hadi shisha. You guy, kumbuka the pros and cons tumengalia just a few. Kumbuka nimejaribu ku summarize. So kuna kitu I'm curious about and someone has asked me right now. Producer ameniuliza the difference between shisha and bang. Because kuna watu wanakuambiaga, hey, mimi situmiangi bangi, mimi hutumia shisha. So what is the difference between the two? Both zinatumiwa in social settings, bang na shisha. But ziko different kiasi and they affect the body differently and they have some long-term health risks. Let's look at composition and active ingredients. Shisha Shisha is essentially flavored tobacco, what you call morsel. It contains tobacco mixed with molasses, honey, molasses. So, nimesoma jina vi different, you guys. Poleni for that. Shisha again is essentially flavored tobacco. It contains tobacco mixed with molasses, honey, or fruit glycerol. The active drug is nicotine, which is a stimulant. Are we together? Again, bang. Bang is derived from the cannabis plant. The active ingredient is tetrahydrocannabinol. THC, which is psychoactive. Unlike nicotine, THC significantly alters sensory perception and mood, or rather mood. So, bang is derived from the cannabis plant. The active ingredient is what we call THC. THC is tetrahydrocannabinol. Hii word ni refu you guys. Tetrahydrocannabinol, which is psychoactive. Unlike nicotine, THC significantly alters sensory perception and mood. Let's look at method of consumption between shisha and bang. Again, I was just looking at nimekuwa curious after producer ameniuliza. Shisha is smoked through a hookah, that is a water pipe. Tobacco is heated by a chemical, and smoke passes through water before being inhaled. Are we together? While bang, it can be smoked as weed or marijuana. The term bang in many cultures especially refer to an edible preparation like cakes, cookies, or bang lassi, where the plant is ground into a paste and consumed. So, immediate effects on the body between shisha and bang. So let's look at the high. A brief buzz, light-headedness, and increased heart rate. That is the immediate effect of shisha. Increased heart rate. Hey! Niliona nimesema nini you guys? So a brief buzz, lightheadedness, and increased heart rate. While bang, the high, ni the euphoria, altered sense of time, increased appetite, and relaxation. So duration. Shisha lasts only a few minutes after the session ends. Sawa. Shisha wajaluo you game. Shisha only lasts a few minutes after session ends, but bang can last 2 to 4 hours if smoked, or up to 8 hours if eaten. So again, eating weed ni mbaya. You watu wangu wa cookie, watu walipika sijui weed chapatis, akina brayo you guy. Yeah, can last up to 8 hours if eaten, but 2 to 4 hours if smoked. Let's look at the mental state. Shisha generally keeps you alert but relaxed. Are we together? It keeps you just alert but relaxed. Now bang can cause introspection, laughter, or in some cases paranoia and anxiety. Let's look at health risks and myths. Ya bang. Common misconception. The common misconception that shisha is healthier because the smoke passes through water. That is a myth. Let's look at shisha risks. A single 1 hour shisha session can be equivalent to smoking 100 or more cigarettes. What the fuck? A single 1 hour shisha session can be equivalent to smoking 100 or more cigarettes. Because the smoke is cooled by water, users inhale more deeply, taking in high levels of carbon monoxide, heavy metals, and tar from the burning charcoal. It is highly addictive due to the nicotine. Sorry for that. Yo! It is highly addictive due to that nicotine. Bang! The primary risks are psychological. That is dependency or triggering underlying mental health issues and respiratory if smoked. Unlike shisha, bang is not physically addictive in some way nicotine is, but it can lead to cognitive fog and lethargy with heavy use. Legal and social standing. Shisha, let's look at shisha. It is legal in many parts of the world. including Kenya. Ngoja, sorry. In Kenya, actually, shisha is not that legal because they have implemented bans on its sale and consumption in public spaces due to extreme health risks. Bang, its legality varies wildly. In many places, it remains illegal or is strictly regulated for medical use, though it is being decriminalized in an increasing number of regions. In short, shisha is flavored tobacco focused on nicotine bars, while bang is a cannabis product. So again, producer, that is the difference between the two. Wadau, but remember tuko tunaongelea why every man should masturbate at least once a day and smoke weed at least once a week. Nimeangalia, I've compared notes between different professionals, and I came up with a very, very summarized, versions of that. Tell me what you think, manze. We have a number, WhatsApp, text number. Just let me know what you people think. Sindio, come through, +2541030066263. Yo, and in case you want to partner with us, that is the same number you use. Let me know how this thing is, how we take it to the next level. Nimepiga conversation, nimefeel looking at the health benefits of both. Again, I don't urge, it is not like a call, or I'm not urging anyone to try this. I'm not campaigning for, but again, kumbuka decision yako. If you feel like trying, why not? If you feel like kidogo, it's not your thingy, again, the decision is yours. This is not like me trying to tell you to use either those products. In the meantime, we usually have amazing conversations. That is one for today. We are coming up with a different amazing episode. In the meantime, if you're joining in right now, this is Pondis podcast. Producer, tuko how many minutes? Okay, thank you. Producer wangu korada yoga. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, direct and exclusive on Pondis Radio. This is your online radio station, and this is Pondis podcast, where we have raw and filtered conversations with you. Again, Upper don't expect serious conversations. Upper we just have fun about life. As I end this, again, takuwa na end na quote each and every day. Yo guy, quote of the day. This is an amazing quote of the day. I've posted it on my Facebook platform. Again, you can go pale, you can monga the Facebook post ufurahi. The hardest truth that I've learned is the people you do everything for will hardly do the bare minimum for you. Let me repeat this. The people you do everything for will hardly do the bare minimum for you. Take that to the bank. The people you do everything for will hardly do the bare minimum for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pondis Podcast, Season 3, Episode 4. We are out. See you on the next episode. Yoga in a few. Conversation lazima isonge vile inafaa. They call me VDJ Kevo Pondis, aka Ulebu Dove Tozidu, aka Ulebu Madhako alikuona again. See you on the next episode. Whoa! Check you guys, I need you people to gonga be serious this year.
Oh my god.
Mutapata kijana Kroisamu.
Anasema ni Spotify.
Welcome to Pondis Podcast.
Oh my god.
You guys, we are on Spotify and on Audiomack.
My point is, you can't love someone in seconds.
Minta kupiga hug you guys, we sit, we eat, or wherever we have a good time.
This is Pondis Podcast, where we give you nothing but the truth.
Are you looking for a platform to advertise your business or service? As one of the fastest growing podcasts around, we don't just run ads, we spread your gospel. We are looking for brands to grow with us, walk the journey with us, and reach an audience that is actually listening. To advertise your products, business, or services on this platform at an insanely friendly price, call or WhatsApp +254 103 006 263. At Pondis Media, we are committed because you deserve the best.